Hi, my name is Franca and I want to explain to you how the laws have changed since 2021 and what this means to compliance related to managing workplace behaviours. We now have three different sets of laws that mandate what workplace behaviours look like. The first set are our safety laws, often called our work health and safety. The second set are laws which are our old but current EO or Equal Opportunity laws. And the third set is the Respect at Work Act. Historically, safety laws were related to physical safety, tended to be managed by the safety team, while EO laws, such as sexual harassment and discrimination, were managed by HR and considered to be a people problem. This has now changed. In the last few years, safety laws have made it very clear that sexual harassment, discrimination are also safety concerns and therefore can be investigated by WorkSafe. This is a significant shift. In addition, it is in the safety space that most states and territories in Australia have now defined in either their code or through their regulations psychosocial hazards, which include how people treat each other. Then we look at our equal opportunity laws. We've always had within our Equal Opportunity Act this thing called vicarious liability, which is where an employer is responsible for all the actions of its employees, unless it can show it's taken all reasonable steps to prevent its employees from having acted unlawfully. This is what has been known as a reactive duty, as it doesn't activate until something has happened. Now, this still exists, but in many ways it's been superseded by the Respect at Work Act. This act did two significant things. Firstly, it created two new unlawful behaviours: sex-based harassment and hostile workplace environment. Secondly, it created a proactive duty on employers by allowing the Australian Human Rights Commission to enter into any workplace in Australia to conduct an audit to see if the employer had taken reasonable and proportionate measures to eliminate a range of behaviours such as sexual harassment, gender discrimination, and the others I've mentioned. Most importantly, for the first time ever, the Australian Human Rights Commission provided guidance on what reasonable and proportionate measures are by developing the Positive Duty Guidelines, which outlines 7 standards an employer should follow in order to be compliant. This is the most detailed information any commission has ever provided as to what workplace compliance looks like. And coupled with what safety has given us, we now have a new picture of what workplace compliance looks like. What I have done is examine these 3 sets of laws and created a 1-page risk audit tool that you can receive from me that very quickly shows you what compliance looks like. We work in the space of knowledge, and what I wrote in the email is that training is no longer enough, and that's because safety and the EO laws say that they want you to do training, but as part of your broader communication strategy. And that is why we have spent the last year creating other resources that you get to access once you work with us. I'm guessing that in sending this email inquiry to me, you've also sent it to other training providers. Some of them offer courses in a range of topics, of which workplace behaviours is only one of them. But this is all we do. And we are passionate about transforming workplaces through our content. We are knowledgeable about this area of the law. We regularly read cases and the most recent reports. We are also committed to supporting you through our other complementary resources that I've outlined in the email. And finally, we give back by donating 40% of the sale of our courses to charities that work in the space of transforming the lives of women and children. I hope you join us.